conversation that you just mentioned taking place in court? With the conversation, was there any reason that I can't have a jury trial?
No, you do it obviously. You do all of it on paper, because paper is so much more powerful than anything you could say in court. In court, you're going to be timid, afraid, scared. It's just natural. I mean, like I said, unless you're not afraid of going to jail. Like I'm not afraid. I'm a big, ugly guy. Well, I look like a biker, so I'm not afraid. Nobody's going to bother me. So that they know I want to say what I want to say. But
you put an answer into the court saying that what you said about is there any reason I can't have a jury trial? But if you're a defendant, you don't want to do it anyway, right?
Well, you already explained it all in paper. There's no reason to say anything in court. I mean, you'd be crazy to go back on your paperwork because you'd notate every single thing that you submitted to the court. You could write 800 pages as soon as you open your mouth and you start talking to the judge, other than saying, did you not understand the paperwork that's in front of you? You are not competent to lawfully or legally decipher what I said. You need help in understanding what I wrote. I thought I wrote it in plain, simple language. I used 2-syllable words. I made it as simple as possible. Where am I losing you?
So that's any court, that's criminal or civil?
Anytime you go before anybody like that, you make sure that you always give them a form of a question. You never take that question and give them back an answer. It's always in a form of a question. So if the judge asks you something, you say, you know what, that's a very good question. Let me write that down, and I'll get you back an answer in 72 hours. Is there anything else that you have a problem with deciphering anything on my paperwork? But never modify it there in court. You tell the judge, give me 72 hours and I'll get back to you on an answer with that.
On paper?
On paper. That doesn't mean you got to go back in a cage for 72 hours. That's fine. I am going to do everything on freaking paper. So nobody can say, I said this, he said this, because I'm trying to think of the word. Oh, the judges use what's the word they use all the time? I'll think of it in a little while. But what it basically says is, if you try to appeal something, the judge always has this trump card to his appeal buddy. It's like, look, you didn't see the man's attitude in court. You didn't see what the man said to me. You didn't see he gave me the finger. You didn't say he stuck his tongue at me. So, no matter what this man wants you to rule for him on his appeal, you let my decision. Oh, it's Ori Tennis. O-R-E-T-E-N-U-S. 2 words. Ori Tennis. You take my word on this, he'll tell his appeal judge, buddy, fire this guy. And they'll fire you. And that's like a trump card that the judge can use no matter how magnificent your appeal is. He could tell his buddies upstairs, hey, this guy gave me the finger. Oh, he did? Oh, yeah, and then she stuck her tongue out at me. And then she fucking mooned me. So, you're like, wait a second, I didn't do any of this nonsense. So you know what? The best thing to do is try to stay out of court and get in and out of there as fast as possible. Do it all in writing. The judge has a question for you. Say, that's a very good question, sir. You know what? I'm a little nervous right now. Can I please write that down? I'll get back to you as fast as I can. 72 hours work? Is that fine? You know, will the court be happy with that? And just talk to them like that. Don't ever answer a question in court. The judge taught me that in Birmingham. He taught me that in Old Judge. He said, sir, I'm going to throw your case out in a half a heartbeat. Everything that you stylize is going to come at me in the form of a question. So I said, what? Do you want me to play like Jeopardy with you? He said, exactly. If it ain't coming at me in the form of a question, I'm throwing your case out. So I was like, holy cow, how do I do this? He put me on the spot. Thank God it wasn't for a lot of money, and it worked out all right. But the judge taught me that everything's got to be in the form of a question coming back to the court.
Say the reason?
Because who's got the authority? If I'm moving the matter, it's my case. I'm not answering to nobody. I'm the one, the Grand Inquisitor. I'm the one asking the court the question. I'm the one giving the other party the question. I'm the one in authority.
So what he's saying that you, as the plaintiff, had to ask a question? You couldn't make a statement.
Right.
You were
I can't make
asking the defendant to answer.
Right. I can't make statements, and I can't answer. I got to only phrase everything to the other party in the form of a question. If I'm prosecuting the case.
You're prosecuting, but what if you're the defendant?
You're going to get slaughtered. I had told everybody in the last show, don't ever come in as a defendant. Somebody else said that. I'm trying to remember. Billy Thornton said that as well. He taught me that, and I just mastered it beautifully. Where
Right.
every single thing that they come after me with, and I automatically say, you're interfering with a right to blank. You fill in the blank. You're interfering with my right to blank. That's my countersuit. But I don't say countersuit, I just say it's a whole new stand up on its own independent cause of action suit. You're interfering with my right to a jury trial. Period. I say, huh? Go ahead.
You're saying that I don't go into the court, back into the court as a defendant, just ignore everything and start my own suit?
Right. Billy Thornton did a great job. Like I said, what you do is you can answer theirs and say, I don't believe they have any authority to move me. I'm only here under, like, you can use fancy words like special appearance, only so there is not a warrant out for my arrest. Especially if it's civil. If it's civil, like I said in the Supreme Court rules, it's the simple rules, like Rule 101. All parties are ready to proceed in the civil matter. No force or compelling of either of the parties to perform. There's no reason for you to take the stage and act and carry out the court proceeding until you're ready. It's a simple law for civil proceedings. That's why it's called civilized. They can't make you dance if you don't want to dance. So that's the simple rule in civil proceedings. They can't force you to compel to give testimony, to move your case, to defend your case, nothing. In civil court, you could just say, I'm just not ready. I want to stay the hearing, I want to tell the abeyance until I'm ready, I got a headache, whatever. You can make up nonsense. You just have not ready.
So you're doing this just as to give you time to get your own case together?
Exactly. It's a stalling tactic. It's the same thing they do. It's just a tactic until they can build up a case. Martial co-op should have done it, I'm told you. They get away with this.
So I'm going to stall them, and then I'm going to do my own case. Can you walk us through